Okay, this is a video response to Lucian 13's video about Peter Gilmore's Satanic Scriptures. First off, I'll say, I've never read that book. I've tried to get my hands on it several times. Well, obviously not that hard, or I could have, but I've never read that book. I've wanted to read that book. Motherfuckers interrupting my videos. Anyway, I've never read that book, and actually that was the first time I've seen it. I wasn't aware that it was that massive. That's a big fucking book. I'm still interested in reading it, but I don't really have an opinion on it, because I've never read it. What I have read is this book, and you asked your friend if he could send you some books about the black arts or Satanism or whatever. Well, I would suggest you go in here. Make sure I get this in here. Now, I've read a lot of books on the occult, on magic and philosophy, and I'm going to say this. I have the utmost respect for Anton LaVey, but as an author, Jason King blows Anton LaVey out of the water. He goes into more detail and more depth on occultism and Satanism than LaVey did. And although LaVey has had many, several books, Satanic Bible, Satanic Rituals, Devil's Notebook, Satan Speaks, I think that's it. Anyway, Postmodern Satanism by Jason King cost $10, and it's a probably the best book that I've read. Well, it's definitely the best book that I've read on Satanism since the Satanic Bible. And if you're interested in a book about Satanism, about occultism, I think this is where you need to go. And it's $10. There'll be a link in the video description over there. Right there somewhere. And that's where I would go. And my particular copy, I have a unique edition. Check this out. Signed by me, Jason King, and Paul Valentine. Well, this is kind of an inside joke. You have to understand, only a few people will get this. But Paul Valentine, the douchehead fucking ass clown, he goes around and he has a cyber-based internet scam he calls the WCSL, the World Church of Satanic Liberation, or as Jason King puts it, we can't stop laughing. And now, Paul Valentine, included in his memberships, I think he sends you like a thong with his face on it, or some slippers or something, or a button, or a coffee mug. Anyway, he also sells, included in his memberships, which range from like $5 to like $666, depending on what his bank account is this week, or whatever his wife gives him, his allowance or whatever. But he sells copies of the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey, autographed by him, and he hates Anton LaVey. He's a wannabe Anton LaVey. He writes his coattails, and so but for some reason he still sells copies of the Satanic Bible, and he signs them or whatever. So anyway, a lot of people won't get that joke, but that's my personal copy, signed by me, Jason King, Paul Valentine. Anyway, I'm kind of going off the track here, but seriously, I'll post a link to Jason King's book, Postmodern Satanism, over there, and you should buy it. You should read it. It's only $10. It's $10. I think with shipping, it came out to like 14 and change, and it's well worth it. It's not that big of a book. Jason didn't include page numbers, so I'm guessing this is about maybe 120, 140 pages. But it's a great read, and like I said, I'm only halfway through it. As you can see, that's about where I'm at. So, but if you're asking about books on occultism, books on Satanism, that's the next step. I would start with LaVey, of course, and then I would move to Jason King. And I've always put LaVey on a pedestal, kind of, and now after I've read some of Jason's book, all I can say is Postmodern Satanism by Jason King is the best book on Satanism to come out since the Satanic Bible, bar none, period. That's my opinion.